G'day everyone, welcome back to Brushes with Beck and another drawing video. Let's get creative! In today's video I'm drawing this, a leaf of one of my indoor plants. As you can see, I've already drawn the front side of the leaf. I needed a little project to work on that I didn't have to film. It was quite a relaxing process and taught me a lot. And in this video I'm working on an image of the back side of the leaf because it's a very different colour to the front. For this piece I am using Fabriano Studio hot pressed watercolour paper and a combination of both Faber-Castell Polychromos and Prismacolor Premier coloured pencils. As I've said in previous videos, if you've seen them, you might not have, I only have a set of 12 Polychromos and a set of 4 Prismacolor Premier. I've removed the light fast pencils from my set of Prismacolors, so I do have a very limited colour range, but it means I have to layer more and work on blending my colours more. Now you may or may not have noticed my Prismacolors actually have a gold inset label. They are a very old set of Prismacolors before they changed to the silver label on the pencil. So what I've done so far is I have sort of outlined the leaf very lightly, worked on the stem through the centre of the leaf, and now I'm putting in that first layer of colour and just putting in those base colours that I see in my reference to just sort of build up lots of depth in the colours of this leaf. Now the plant that I am drawing is, I'm going to pronounce it probably incorrectly because I've heard it pronounced different ways. I say Calathea, but I've heard Calathea, even though the E is in the wrong spot for me, so it could be Calathea. So it's a Calathea picturata, also known as an Argentea. It's a very beautiful plant. I haven't had it very long, to be honest. I do have a variety of Calatheas, but this one's fairly new. It's doing alright so far, but really beautiful. I love the dark borders on the leaves, and then there's a rich sort of burgundy colour underneath, which you will start to see on this image. So now I'm layering in some light blue. This is the light Ultramarine from Polychromos. It's a very versatile colour. This one I've actually used it for a lot of both shadows and highlights because you can help deepen shadows with blues, and it's a light enough blue that I can use it in highlights of pale areas as well, in white things for the reflection of the sky and that sort of thing. So it's a really, really versatile blue. Then as you can see, I'm using a cotton bud. I highly recommend you use a clean cotton bud when you're starting a new project to just smooth out those colours and blend them out really nicely. It does take up a little bit of the colour, so they're a little bit more muted afterwards, but it's really not that bad, and it really smooths it out on this paper quite nicely, because this paper is a very smooth paper. It's beautiful to draw on, very easy to get down soft layers and blend them together very easily. So after blending that all together, I'm just adding on more colour, some different colours, some deeper blues, just really building it up slowly over time. Because if I just went in with my final colours, with pencils that I thought were close to the actual colours, I wouldn't have anywhere near the depth of colour that I need to really capture this leaf accurately. So as I'm laying in these colours, I'm using very small circles or ovals as I'm drawing. I'm not colouring in lines, I'm not hatching, it's just very, very small circles. And it is a slow process. This was, I think, about a 2-hour drawing for me, this one side of the leaf. I'm not sure how long the other leaf image took me, probably a bit longer because it's more detailed and patterned, and it was the first one I'd done, but this one took me 2 hours just to do this leaf. And that's simply just because of the layering and slowly building up colour over time. It's not a quick process, but the end result is really worth it if you have the patience for it. I find it quite relaxing to slowly work on a piece and watch it build up over time. So after adding in some reds, I'm adding in some greens. Now there is no green on the back of the leaf, but because it's a leaf, it is ever so slightly transparent, especially when the light catches it a certain way. So you get some of that green from the front side of the leaf sort of coming through to the back side, and the green will also help deepen shadows as well, because green is sort of a complementary colour to red, so it will really really bump up the depth of colour and of those shadows. And once again, just blending that all together. As I said, use a clean cotton bud. It's good if you have a cotton bud for like your light colours and your dark colours, otherwise you can smudge colour back onto your paper that you don't want there. I just need to buy new cotton buds. I've run out and I keep forgetting to get more whenever I'm at the shop, so. And here I'm going in with the main colour. Once again, this is a Polychromos colour. It is called Magenta. I'm working over all of the areas that I've already laid down colour. Working in those small circles, as I've mentioned. Just really covering that well. And you can already see the difference in the colour tones. Oop, there's my cat. That's my cat Jasiri. She's constantly jumping up, standing in front of me, in between my reference and what I'm drawing, or trying to stand on my drawing. She just loves attention. And she'll jump straight up onto my shoulder. What I was saying, you can already see the difference in colour tones between where I've laid in the greens and the blues versus where I laid more of the reddish tones underneath on that leaf. She's coming in for a lovely scratch. And where I've had those green tones, it's sort of a little bit purpley, and where some of the blue tones were, and then it's more reddish where I popped in those browns, reds. I think I put a little bit of orange in there, I can't remember now. But really just working that colour in, making sure it's well layered. And once again, just working on the other side of the leaf, building up that colour, working my way up towards the top. And if you are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. I do a lot of wildlife art, some pets, coloured pencil and gouache mostly at the moment. So if you'd like to see more of this, please subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. And just coming up to the end of the leaf there, and you see I've got that full layer of colour on, and it completely changes the look of the leaf. Just a few little corrections before, once again, using that cotton bud to really blend that out. And you can see how smooth it gets. There's really not much grade on this paper, but using the cotton bud, it just gets even smoother. And there she is again, sitting on top of my paper. She just really, really loves me. So once again, I'm just using green there to, there's a little bit of green near the stem, and also just to pop out those shadows a little bit more. A lot more depth. And just refining some of the detail around that stem, around the leaf rim, and I've got to add, and adding in those veins on the leaf as well. There's quite a few of those. really tried to make those fairly accurate. They're not 100%, you know, I haven't copied every single one down, but I wanted the shape to be accurate and the sort of the spacing to be reasonably reflective of the leaf itself. Now, as you can see, I'm going in once again with the green because I felt like after I added the leaf veins, it really didn't quite have that punch that I wanted it to have. It was a little bit flat, even though I've had all those layers of colours in underneath, and that just means it's not done yet. There's nothing wrong with it. I can just keep working on it and keep building up that colour until I get the depth I'm happy with. And as you can see, it's really starting to make a difference just to add over that extra colour. And I didn't really notice that until I added the leaf veins and it was sort of more distinct and separated bit that I really noticed how much it needed that extra punch of colour. So that's what I'm doing now, just adding that over the top. Really bringing that up a notch to make it more vibrant, because the colour of the leaf is quite vibrant. And there you have it. That's the finished piece. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, like I said, please give it a like, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. I upload a new video every single week at the same time, so there will be regular content. If you'd like to know what colours I was using of the Prismacolor and the Polychromos, all of them can be found in either the 12 set of the Polychromos or the 24 set of Prismacolor, but I will leave all the colour names in the description box below. Please read about that if you would like. I will list all my supplies down there. Thank you once again for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye!